Hello and welcome, people to the internet.
Wow.
Go ahead, you started. You want to continue?
No,
You sure?
I didn't think you were there.
This week's episode hosted by Tiff.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Hello,
you have the
people
document.
of the internet. Welcome to the WWE Fantasy LOG. I am James Phoenix.
He is.
With me, as always, are Tiff and Jeff.
Hello. I don't have the fancy microphone though.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say you have the document, so feasibly you could host this.
Well, she doesn't have the scores.
True.
I tried it and we weren't even online yet. Jim and I were trying to go back and forth with it. Yeah, until I go through it and for a while do it like Jim's been doing. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen a whole lot. I can
Fair.
try and keep track and see if he makes any mistakes, which is less than 50%, but still.
Fair. Anywho, this is the Fantasy LOG. This is for the week of April the 23rd. 23rd, yep. And this is, per usual, because of our new structure, there will not be any news. That was in last night's video. Check that out.
Not last night's Friday night's video.
Oh, yeah, Friday nights. I forgot we pushed this back a night. Yeah, we pushed this back a night, folks, because I probably should have tweeted that in retrospect. Anyway, we pushed this back a night due to schedule conflicts because I was seeing Infinity War last night. Go check it out if you get an opportunity.
Yes, and do the scheduling. However, nobody told me, so I was sitting up waiting.
She was, and we apologize to Tiff for that.
Because nobody told me. Nobody whatsoever. So here I am.
I tend to forget that Jeff doesn't talk to you, and I have to be the one to message you. I'm sorry.
I do talk to her, except she hasn't talked to me in several days, even though I've tried to message her.
This is why you do what normal people do, and you get an actual Facebook Messenger so that you can message her in a method by which she can respond.
I don't use that archaic piece of technology.
Archaic? Yeah. That shit's new. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Facebook is old news.
What's archaic is typing to somebody on Skype and waiting for them to respond. Who the fuck does that?
Hey, I don't do it in a professional capacity. That's just stupid.
Anywho.
Yeah, so this will be Raw SmackDown at 2:05 per the usual. We're going to score it up. We will not be doing the Greatest Royal Rumble tonight. We're going to treat that as a pay-per-view. We will be scoring that on Thursday, as with any other pay-per-view.
As discussed in the news video.
Correct.
And there's not going to be a lot tonight because, well, it's the go-home to the Greatest Royal Rumble, and it was boring as all hell.
Disagree, but fair enough.
Not much happened.
Yeah, some stuff happened.
I only seen Raw, and I didn't see SmackDown, so...
Well,
or 205 Live.
Of course. 205 Live was the only one relevant, probably.
Well, we'll see. Let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to start off by opening up the document here. I'll fire that up. Go. So let's go ahead and take a look at the scores first. As you can see, currently in the lead at 997 points is me, the Woken Warriors. In second place at...
You can tell how happy he is when he talks like that.
Okay.
You can hear how happy you are and that you're actually, in fact, in first place compared to being in last place for the last couple seasons.
In second place at 795 is the glorious TNA Perosu Club Originals, and that's the only time I'm reading that entire thing tonight.
And I'm here to be the judge of that, so you can't say nothing really. So.
Okay.
Never mind. Forget it.
Okay.
She is the law.
I'm confused.
Go back. Never mind. You're hosting. I was going to say, go back to sleep, but you're hosting.
All right, Tiff, take over.
Okay, hundreds all around, I guess. except for Jim.
Woo!
He's too far already. 100s for me, 25s for Jim, and
He's about to leave us all in the
50s.
dust with Greatest Royal Rumble on Thursday.
Yeah, probably.
Well, not necessarily.
I seen the results. I looked up the results because I didn't see the Rumble.
Let's be fair, Jeff, though. The only advantage I have over you is that I want a set of tag titles because you and I each retained a world title and you and I each retained a mid-card title.
You also have the main event, and you also now hold the record for the most eliminations in a Rumble.
I also retained the Intercontinental, and I also retained the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
You did.
Yep.
That is accurate.
See, I pay attention.
You also got a victory. You also got a show opening victory over Triple H.
Yes, I did.
Fuck you!
Anyway, so yeah, in third is Tim at 665, the legit Rowdy Architects. Over on the leaderboard.
That's the only time you're going to say that.
That's not that bad. I'll say that as many times as I want. It's his stupid, insane Len thing. I'm not going to read 1,000,000 times. Anyway.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say just trying to say it just one time over the top, just at the start, and then just call them originals throughout, or glorious, or just plain old TNA.
Anyway,
But
at the top of the list.
Every single time. Sorry.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, at the top of the list is Jeff Hardy at 138 points, the U.S. champion, followed by the SmackDown Women's champion Carmella at 91 points, Seth freaking Rollins at 79 points, Finn Balor clocking in at 66 points.
Down.
Oh, oh.
Woken Matt Hardy at 63 points. Delete! The Monster Among Men Braun Strowman at 60. Daniel Bryan clocking in at 56, tied with Ember Moon. And in let's see here, in ninth place is Bray Wyatt, the Deleter of Worlds, at 54 points.
Again, their tag team name is Deleter of Worlds.
I don't care. And running on the top 10 is Occam of the Altars of Pain at 52 points.
It makes more sense for him to be the Deleter of Worlds, but that's not what Michael Cole says, and he's the voice of the WWE.
I don't give a shit what Michael Cole says.
Anyway.
Michael Cole's going to get deleted.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Anyway.
Edge and Christian need to drag him to the Hardy compound.
Well, let's throw these in order, and then we're going to go see what happens. Let's go to Raw first, per the usual.
They have a standing invitation from the Lord of the Compound.
Per the usual.
Oh, Matt Hardy put out a tweet not a day or two ago that Michael Cole was going to be subject to the wrath of the Chair of Wheels. Or something to that general effect.
Nice.
And he had a picture of the Chair of Wheels. Or Chair with Wheels, I think is what he was calling it. Chair with Wheels.
Yeah. I still love that Edge and Christian have a standing invite from the Lord of the Compound.
Yeah. Anywho.
Let's go, Edge.
Let's go, Christian.
Damn right.
Anyway.
Concerto.
Concerto.
Because you don't have to wrestle for that. You just pick up chairs and go to town.
True. Anyway, Monday Night Raw emanated from the Scott Trade Center in St. Louis, Missouri. The home of one Viper who is not on this program.
That's what I thought.
They do that all the time. They're like, let's go to the hometown of the person who's on the other program. What?
Yeah, they do that. But anyway, we open up Raw with, of course, a tribute to the late great champion Bruno Sammartino.
The living legend. No longer.
Yeah. Now he's just a legend.
Yes.
So, once again, lots of present, definitely friends and fans of Bruno.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
May he live on in our memories forever.
He will be missed, Bruno.
And then going from former champions to current champions, we open up the program with a visit from the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar, and his advocate, Paul Heyman. Heyman proceeds to cut a promo talking about Lesnar's victories and how when it comes to Lesnar and the Universal title, the Universal title belt is real. And he says that Lesnar used non-PG era elbow smashes to Reigns' face to bust him open, and gloats about hitting multiple F5s on Reigns and leaving him laying like a piece of Samoan trash. He talks about Lesnar going into the greatest Royal Rumble on Friday to beat Reigns again inside a steel cage. And he says, this is a spoiler, the greatest cage fighter ever will destroy Reigns in the cage this Friday, and talks about how much Brock likes to be in a cage, because, UFC.
Yeah, he makes a point. It's like, as soon as I saw that on the replay at the Great Royal Rumble, I was like, wow, Reigns is an idiot. What the hell did he just do? I was like, wait, so you just took the man who just came from UFC, who made a living beating people up inside a steel cage. It's like, I'm going to beat your ass inside a steel cage. No, you're not, dude. Spoiler alert, you're not an MMA fighter.
To be fair,
Brock will destroy you.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't Roman's idea. He found out when he turned on the TV that he was in a cage match against Brock Lesnar.
He could just not show up.
Well, he could, but that would make him a coward, and he would not do that.
But I still wouldn't go around saying, I'm going to destroy an MMA fighter inside a steel cage. That's probably, a bold-faced lie.
Probably not. Unless that MMA fighter is CM Punk.
Or unless it's like Ken Shamrock going up against Brock. Then yeah, I could see that, because Ken Shamrock would fucking destroy him.
Potentially.
Hey, Ken Shamrock was doing MMA when Brock was in diapers.
Yeah. Brock is bigger and faster, and if Brock gets him on the ground, he's just going to punch him in the face until he's unconscious.
Except that would never happen, because Ken would basically go for the leg, sweep it out, and just break his ankle, because that's what he does.
Yeah, you're assuming you'd be able to get Brock down, because he'd go down for the ankle, and Brock would pick him up and fucking powerbomb his ass, and then get on him and punch him until he was dead.
Maybe. I still think it'd be a good fight, just because they're both.
It would be an excellent fight. I just don't think Shamrock would necessarily win. But anyway, moving on.
Yes, because this is wrestling, Raw, and we're not
Let's let
MMA.
that for the UFC fantasy log. Anyway.
I think Ronda Rousey would beat his ass.
Anyway, so Roman Reigns comes out and makes his presence known. He gets in the ring, gets in Brock's face. They exchange some words off mic. Reigns gets a mic, tells Brock he's coming home with the title, and then just basically walks off.
Now, I didn't see this promo, but I heard it was the most awkward, weird Roman Reigns promo he's ever cut.
Okay.
I don't know, I haven't seen it, but that's what people were saying.
Well, anyway. Oh.
Did you happen to see it, Tiff?
Kind of skipped it.
Fair enough. I meant to go back and watch that promo, but I never did.
Anyway, that's a promo to Paul Heyman. That's a mini to Brock Lesnar for being there.
Mm-hmm.
And then a promo to Roman Reigns.
Okay, so that there, and
Okay. Next up, Elias is in the back getting ready for things. We throw to another Bruno package. And then we come back out to the ring where Elias is out there for a song, but he's immediately interrupted by Bobby Roode.
Glorious.
That said, we will still give Elias a promo because he was out there for a segment. And Elias then has a one-on-one match against Bobby Roode, which Elias wins, actually.
Damn it.
which I was kind of surprised by, considering they just brought Bobby Roode back and everything, and I actually thought Bobby Roode was going to win.
Mm. All right, so Bobby Roode is going to get 5 for being in a match, and 3 moves is 8 points to Bobby Roode. Elias will get 20 points for winning a match. He'll get 5 for being in a match, and 3 move points is 28 points to Elias. And 5 is 43. Okay. There we go. So, Bobby Roode looks surprised after the match as Elias heads to the back. We then see a pre-tape promo from the Deleter of Worlds about their intentions to win the tag titles at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Promo to Bray and Matt.
Brother Husky.
Hmm.
I don't know what his middle name is. I shall call him henceforth Husky.
All right. So then we have ourselves a match between the Deleter of Worlds and the Ascension.
Mm-hmm.
The Deleter of Worlds wins fairly easily.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They are the premier tag team.
They are. So the Ascension will get 5 points each for being in this match.
I'm the only one who wants to see the Deleter of Worlds versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
Be interesting. 5 for Victor. Ooh. All right, and then let's see here. Looks like looks like Wyatt was the legal man. So Matt will get 15 points for being on the winning team. 5 for competing is 20, and 1 move is 21 points to Matt.
Wait a second. You said 21. You said 21 points, right?
Yes.
Okay. And how many points did he have before?
68.
Uh-huh. So you have 79.
Oh. 89. Sorry, thank you. There we go.
See, people, that's why they keep me around.
That's why he keeps you around.
I keep you around because if I didn't, I'd be stuck alone with him.
Fuck you!
Bray Wyatt is going to get 20 points for winning this match. He's going to get 5 points for being in the match, and he's going to get 2 moves. Is going to be 27 points to Bray Wyatt. Okay, that's 69, 79, and 7 would be 86.
And this time you would be right.
Okay. All right. Next out, Team Camby come out to the ring and get on the microphone. And they have pictures set up in the ring of them beating up on Shane McMahon. And they tell us that this is the hottest new interview show in WWE, the Sammy and Kevin Show. They sit down at a table that has some, and they bring out Kurt Angle as their first guest to give him a tiny child's lawn chair to sit on. And they tell Kurt they want to have a good relationship with him, but Kevin adds that his bosses in Connecticut have Kurt's manhood in a jar. They talk about the toxic environment on SmackDown caused by Shane and about Kurt forgetting about Jason Jordan. Then they ask Kurt how he's going to use Kevin and Sammy to the best of their ability. And he says he appreciates how nicely they've treated him, so he's going to repay them. and says that in the Greatest Royal Rumble match on Friday, he's going to be in it. Daniel Bryan will be in it, and Chris Jericho will be in it, along with every other star who Kevin and Sammy have crossed over the years. Well, that's Friday, but tonight they're going to have a tag team match against Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman.
I love how he neglected to mention that Sammy was banned from the event.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that on Thursday because shit happened yesterday, and oh boy.
What was that?
You want me to cover it now, or do you want me to cover it at the Greatest Royal Rumble?
Well, I don't know. We can talk about it then, too. I'm just curious for a very brief, what the hell was it?
Well, you know how during the event, you know how WWE ran that ad that happened to have tits and pussy in it?
Yes, that I'm aware of, and we are going to talk about that on Friday.
Yeah, people are pissed off at their response to that. It's like, what?
Yeah, well, there's a reason. It is what it is, but we'll talk about that on Friday.
Yeah. And I also learned of why Sammy wasn't there, how he was like basically barred from the country and shit.
Well, yeah, he's Syrian. They hate Syrians.
Yep.
That's pretty straightforward. Anyway.
Who hates Syrians?
The Saudi Arabia people.
They're kind of at war with Syria.
Not literally a war. They just really don't like each other.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And why wasn't Sammy there?
He's Syrian.
He's Syrian.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought he was
not from Syria, but of direct Syrian descent. So they felt that it would not be generally good to, put him on the show in the country that does not like his people. So, but anyway, moving along. That's a promo to Team Cammy.
Mm.
Promo points.
Quite.
So far.
All right. So after that, we cut back to Seth Rollins, who is speaking to the Miztourage. And the Miztourage pitched themselves, as they've been doing for the last few weeks, trying to find someone new to attach themselves to. And they pitched themselves to Seth Rollins and revealed that they are wearing Seth Rollins t-shirts under their jackets, saying they want to be the new Shield. But Rollins tells them no. So that's a promo to Rollins and the Miztourage.
Yep, I'm going to try that one more time during the show.
Yep.
But there's a follow-up to that. So I'll mention that when we get to the second time they try this.
Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel.
And I hope the follow-up bears fruit.
We'll see. Oh, excuse me.
Don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Probably, but we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we cut to the ring for a match between Titus Worldwide and whatever Ziggler and McIntyre are calling themselves.
Corporate sellouts?
Yeah, it's accurate.
Apparently McIntyre's like the Highlander now because his finishing move is the Claymore.
It is. There can only be one.
I like the name. I don't like the fact that it's just like a big boot. I'm like, no, he should have the Future Shock. What the hell? But I guess they didn't. I guess there's too many DDTs going on with like the Glorious DDT and like the Bliss DDT and shit. They're like, yeah, let's give him something else. Let's give him Big Cass's finishing move. Well, his is the fucking drop, but still.
Not the fact that it's hard to be a Future Shock when Drew McIntyre is, no longer the future. He's now the present.
No, but he can still have the Future Shock DDT. It's a cool name.
It is, but
And I like how he did it. It's a unique DDT.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. They could have called it something else, but yeah, I understand why they didn't give him the DDT. But it's like, if you're going to give him something new, don't give him something so generic as boot to the face.
It's not a boot to the face. It's a single leg drop kick.
I thought it was just a boot to the face.
No, it's a running single leg drop kick.
Okay, well, that's better.
Anyway, yes, so Titus and Drew take on, Dolph and Drew take on Titus Worldwide. We'll talk about it on Friday. Shout out to the Titus World Slide.
Ha ha ha! Yeah, he's now going to be the butt of all WWE jokes. He's never going anywhere now. He's a permanent joke. That just solidified the rest of his career. He's a permanent joke.
Anyway,
Corey
McIntyre.
Graves couldn't stop laughing. That was hilarious.
That's the reason they focused on it, because the camera technically didn't directly pick it up because it cut back to the ring, but the commentators couldn't stop laughing, which is why they decided to show the replay, and then everybody was loving so much they decided to show it about 5 more times.
Yep. Let's embarrass the hell out of this guy in Saudi Arabia. Why not?
Yeah. Well, somebody on Twitter pointed out that could have been a lot worse. He could have legitimately been hurt.
Well, if he had legitimately been hurt, they wouldn't have made a joke about it. The only reason they made a joke about it is because he was fine.
That he wasn't legitimately hurt means that it's probably a good thing. When all the good that Titus does outside of the ring is clearly working in his favor. Karma is keeping an eye on him. Because he could have very easily gone down and smashed his skull right into the apron.
Or into whatever was under the...
Yeah, or if there was something dangerous under the ring. He could have stood under there and crashed right into the jury booth of the Little People's Court. You don't know.
That is true. Hey, it might have been there. The proprietor of the Little People's Court came back.
He did. Anyway. So Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler win this match off of the Claymore Zigzag combination that they are using as their double team finisher.
What, he kicks him in the face and then Dolph jumps up behind him and drops him?
Something like that. I think it's more like Ziggler's up at the drop that kicks him as he's going down or something.
Oh, it's an assisted zigzag. Fair enough.
I think it's something like that, yeah.
That's fair.
Or it's the kick into the zigzag, one of the two. It's something like that. Anyway, fair. They win. So Titus Worldwide are going to get 5 points each for being in this match, and Cruz has 1 move because he managed to hit a moonsault. So therefore, 5 to Titus, 6 to Cruz. Is 16. That reminds you, by the way, Apollo can have his last name back. There we go. All right, next. Let's see.
Is Dana Brooke there?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Give her a company of points. It's a good call.
Okay, now about Dana Brooke and everything from last week. You were talking about the segment where they were talking in the ring and they were giving accompaniment points to Dana Brooke and Dana and Apollo Crews because they were just there. He was just there in the ring and didn't say anything. You gave 5 to Apollo, but only 3 to Dana. I don't know if that meant anything.
Well, I believe last week. What did they do last week?
You probably gave 5 to Apollo for promo. Probably is my guess.
That's what I'm leaning toward. I'm assuming that because I don't think did they actually have a match last week. Well, because Titus had a match, right? It was a one-on-one match.
Yeah, I'm thinking what happened is originally we were going to have him accompany him, but then we decided give him the promo points because I think we decided he actually did something.
It's possible.
That's what I'm leaning toward anyway. It's the only thing that really makes sense.
All right. Okay.
I don't know. What do you think, Jim?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I don't remember what actually happened last week, but...
Well, neither do I. That would be the problem. Because we kind of don't know what actually, happened.
Yep.
They were talking, and I believe it was about where they were trying to get Dolph over to his side, and he didn't come into the ring alone. It was with McIntyre.
Right.
Oh, right, because they did. No, that was right. Yeah, no, I'm confused.
Yeah, it was when Ziggles came back with.
Yeah, here it is. Because Dolph came out and they came out trying to recruit him. Right. So it's because Apollo and Titus spoke, so they each got 5 for a promo, but Dana just got 3 for an appearance because she didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
think. Yeah, because I didn't know Apollo spoke, so I guess I missed that part.
That's fair.
All right. We can continue.
Indeed.
Sorry to get everybody off track.
It's fine.
My bad. Yeah, I don't see an indication Apollo spoke too, but I don't know. Maybe. Either way, I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
Moving on. So Ziggler and Drew won this match. I want to say, let's see, who was the legal man at this point? It's a tag. So McIntyre was the legal man then. Okay. So in that case, Dolph Ziggler will get 15 points for being on the winning team, 5 for competing, and 1 move. It's 21 points to Dolph Ziggler. To 31. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre will get 20 points for winning, 5 for competing, and 1 move. It's 26 points to Drew McIntyre. Puts him at 31. Well, he and Dolph are tied. How about that? Okay. After the match, Ziggler and McIntyre do an interview with Charlie Caruso talking about how dangerous Drew is, and Drew says he's a superstar, and the reality check that WWE needs, and Ziggler says they don't care about showing off because this is the show. That's a promo to Dolph and Drew.
Okay, then.
Puts me
Are they
at 36.
actually going to do something with Dolph? Is that what this is leading to?
Seems like it.
Or are they just going to have him buried beneath Drew?
That's also possible. We will have to wait and see. Next up, come back to Kurt Angle, who is impressed by Ziggler and McIntyre, apparently. Chad Gable walks in, thanks Angle for bringing him to Raw. But Jinder and Sunil interrupt and complain about Jeff Hardy, saying that Jinder says he wants to be sent back to SmackDown, but Angle says that's not happening. And Gable then gets in Jinder's face and they trade insults. And so they start shoving each other, and Kurt Angle books them in a match.
Mm-hmm. Let's go, Gable.
Gable sucks.
No, he doesn't. He's one of the best talents they've got.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm sure that's why Jason Jordan got the push.
The general consensus is that Gable was the better wrestler. That's why people were surprised he got the. They were like, "Wait, what?" But Gable's the better wrestler, and he looks more like he'd be, Kurt Angle's son. He's more convincing as Kurt Angle's son. They're like, "Why is Jordan?"
Oh, what? Because he's white?
No, because he looks like he'd be his son. That's what people were saying. They're saying, number one, he's got more talent than Jordan. Why is Jordan the one getting the push?
I can probably see why he has, in terms of talent, but I can also see why they might have pushed Jordan to be his son, because they kind of look alike to me.
That's fair. I'm just saying what other people were saying, that
And maybe
people feel that Gable should have been the one that went over, and it makes more sense logistically. I'm like, yeah.
Anyway.
Well, Gable was doing fine and everything, and they were trying to push Jason for some reason to make him be a little bit bigger, trying to, I don't know, give him more chance to prove what kind, quote unquote, talent he has.
I think it's because Jason Jordan is the bigger of the two, and as we all know, Vince McMahon has a thing for bigger guys.
Oh, so he has a type.
He does. That's been known for years.
Yep.
You guys done? Okay, then. Anywho, it's going to be a promo to Gable and Jinder and probably Sunil, because he's there, so what the hell. So, start off with a promo.
I don't remember him saying anything.
Then give him 3 for appearance. Gable, Jinder, and Sunil Singh. Wait, what did he have?
He had 16.
So he's a 19. Okay, got it. Next up, we go to the ring for that match of Jinder Mahal versus Chad Gable, which Chad Gable does come out the victor of via a roll-up out of nowhere.
Ooh. Let's go, Gable.
All right, so Sunil Singh is going to get accompaniment and interference. Well, this question is this. Does Sunil get interference if he distracted Chad Gable before the bell rang?
Possibly, considering it's still during the match. This is before the bell rang. Wait, this is before it started, before the bell rang, or before the bell rang before it ended?
No, before the bell rang to start the match. That's what I'm saying. It was technically before the match that he distracted, so Jinder could get a cheap shot and have the advantage when the bell rang.
Well, since it's a little... Wait.
So he distracted him, the bell rang, and then Jinder got the cheap shot in?
Gable is distracted by Sunil on the ring steps, which leads to Jinder hitting a cheap shot on Gable from behind. Gable recovers and gets in the ring, and the ref starts the match.
On the ring steps, I would say no. If he was in the ring before the bell rang, because sometimes they do the check and everything, and they do the announcing, and Sunil turned around and caught his eye or whatever, and then Jinder turned around and the bell rang, he went bam and hit him while he was in the ring. I would consider that interference, but on the ring steps, Gable hasn't even gotten in the ring yet, so... What did he do? Did he just yell at him, or did he actually try to physically do something?
Oh, it just says that Gable gets distracted by Sunil. That's all it says.
Okay, because if that's the case, then I would say no. If he actually physically did something, I might consider it assault.
Okay. Well, he didn't, so in that case, we'll just give him accompaniment points then.
Yeah.
Accompaniment to Sunil. It's going to put him at 24. All right, and then Jinder Mahal is going to get 5 points for being in a match. And 2 moves is 7 points to Jinder.
Jinder.
Pretty much. And then becomes 36. All right. And then what else we got here? We got Chad Gable, gets 20 points for winning a match. He gets 5 for being in the match. It's 25, and he gets 3 moves. It's 28 points to Chad Gable.
Yay.
And 5 is 33. All right, both men look shocked after the match. And Jinder's not happy. We cut backstage to the Riot Squad, who are interviewed by Renee Young, and cut a promo that summarizes to basically, last week we came out, we weren't just sending a message to Sasha and Bayley. They just happened to be the 2 in the ring that we chose to use. We were sending a message to the entire women's division that, we're here to disrupt and cause chaos. We're not here to make friends. So promo to the Riot Squad, because they didn't each speak. So Ruby, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan. Yes? No?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Sarah Morgan, Liv,
Sarah
Logan, Liv Morgan, and
Ruby Riot.
And then Ruby Riot.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. Okay. All right. Next up, we get to the back where we run into the Mr. Raj again, who approach Finn Balor wearing Balor Club T-shirts, but Balor tells them thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, and we have a follow-up to that.
Okay.
Because after that, the Mr. Raj received a tweet.
Okay.
Did you hear about this?
No.
Bo received a tweet from his older brother.
Okay.
Join us. Bray Wyatt just tried to recruit the Miztourage into the Woken Warriors.
Okay, why not? They could use them.
He was like, "Let us purify you and join us," or something like that. I'm like,
Mhm.
"Do it! Put them together!" Oh, please do that. Because that's kind of what the fans want. They want Bo and Bray to be a team. So it's like, do it.
Mhm.
So yes, that tweet is out there. The invitation to House Hardy has been extended by Brother Bray, the Deleter of Worlds.
Mhm.
Now we will see if younger brother Bo accepts the offer.
Mm. Anywho,
You don't
I'd say
agree.
that'd be interesting. Anyway, that's a promo to the Miztourage and Finn Balor. Whoa, yes. Curtis Axel.
Mm-hmm. I could also see them potentially breaking up the Miztourage, having Bo join the Woken Warriors and Axel do his own thing. I don't know. What do you think about that, Jim?
That'd be interesting. And yeah, okay. So next up, Team Cammy, get ready. We see a pre-tape promo from Samoa Joe, who wonders if he'll have an opponent for Backlash after Lesnar rips Reigns apart on Friday. Promo to Joe.
Joe is gonna kill you.
Yep.
Just I hope he does at Backlash.
We'll find out. Anyway, so after that, next up, we have ourselves a tag team match play, which consists of Team Cammy taking on Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. I'll give Team Cammy credit. They put up a surprising amount of fight against these two behemoth powerhouses. But in the end, 'twas not to be. And lo did Braun hit a running power slam on Sammy and winneth the match.
Yeah, well, you got them both anyway.
I don't know if Lashley. Do I?
No.
Well,
Wait,
yes, I
yeah,
do.
you do.
I have this entire match, don't I?
Here's the entire match.
Fuck.
I know the entire match. Cool.
Fuck.
Okay, anyway, Team Cammy loses, as I mentioned. So let's go. Team Cammy did not hit any moves. They just got beat up. So Team Cammy is going to get 5 points each for showing up. So used to Team Cammy not being on my team. I forget that they are. And 17. There it is. 17 to 50. Okay. Next up, let's see, Braun got the victory. So Bobby Lashley is going to get 15 points for being on the winning team. He's going to get 5 points for being in a match is 20, and 5 moves is 25 points to Lashley. Yeah, 46, 56, and 5 is 61. And the top 10 for Bobby Lashley.
Let's just see what the top 10 is so far, because I think Jim has pretty much most of it all already.
I probably do, but we will check that at the end per the usual. Let's be fair.
Be fair, my Aunt Fanny.
Who?
You heard me. You never heard that expression before?
No, I'm not Canadian.
So,
Anyway.
it's an expression. It can come from anywhere.
It can, but the fact that I haven't heard of it means at the very least it hasn't come to New York.
That you know.
Anywho, Braun Strowman gets 20 points for winning a match. He gets 5 for being in said match, and he gets 4 moves as 29 points to Braun.
Fuck you, Braun.
Braun.
Fuck you, Braun.
Anyway, so that happened.
Hmm.
Next match?
Oh, come on.
What is in the main event?
What's that?
What's the next match?
I'm gonna get to it. Hang on.
I thought you were supposed to have this ready.
I do have it ready.
King.
No, my computer's acting up.
It's not a pretty good new computer.
Probably, but right now that's not an option before the end of this video.
What time is it? Summertime.
It's time to walk with Elias.
What time it is? It's time for Firefox to plug their data leak.
Maybe you should be using Internet Explorer then.
That's even worse.
For you, maybe.
Have you tried Google Chrome?
No, I don't have Chrome.
I like it. A lot of people don't like it. I like it.
Okay then. Sorry, folks. Live. I had to reboot Firefox. Give me one moment.
There's a reason I don't like Firefox, and it's because it uses way too many goddamn resources than it needs.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on. Come on, you piece of shit computer. We have someone who needs to go to sleep over here.
I'm not sleeping.
You say you were sleeping. I said that you need to go to sleep. At least I assume that's why you were doing this early. That's kind of what Jim said.
Well, that was my understanding.
Had to work early in the morning.
You got it running yet, Jim?
Yep, just about. All right, there we go. Anyway. So, next up. No way. Jose. 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 No way. Jose.
Okay.
No way Jose comes out with a conga line.
No way. Rose.
Anyway, as he's congaing, Baron Corbin comes out to the stage and begins trashing No Way Jose. Says that he sees Jose's trap. People from his conga line will attack him from behind during their match. Corbin says that, unlike Jose, he's here to be a serious contender and that Jose isn't on his level, and adds that as long as the conga line is there, there's no match, and he proceeds to walk off. Jose gets on a mic saying that just because there's no match tonight doesn't mean the fun has to stop, and he cues the music back up and they continue congoing.
Okay, then.
As he conquers up to the stage and his people are conquering away, however, Baron Corbin attacks him from behind with a and hits him with the head with a microphone. And then proceeds to hit him with a chokeslam backbreaker on the stage.
Okay, then.
So that's going to be No Way Jose with a promo.
A screen share.
Huh?
And a screen share.
Oh. Why did that turn off? That's weird.
Because you had to restart Firefox? I don't know.
Had nothing to do with it.
He had to restart Firefox. I think the Hangout would have cut out by now.
But the Hangout's running in Explorer.
Okay, never mind then.
That's the only thing I run in Explorer because Firefox doesn't support plugins anymore, and Google hasn't figured out a way to make Hangouts work without a plugin yet. As I was saying, 5 points to No Way Jose. Then Baron Corbin will get 5 points for a promo and 4 points for an assault and 1 for a chokeslam backbreaker is 10 points to Baron Corbin.
Ooh.
All right. Next, there's a pre-tape promo from Alexa Bliss, where she pretends to do an anti-bullying PSA. Hashtag be a star, kids.
Hashtag being the bully.
Alexa tells a story about Nia ripping a bowl of food from an old lady and eating it and laughing, and says she'll never forget the sound of Nia chewing and laughing in the old woman's face, and that she'll beat Nia and prove that bullies never win.
She's already that example.
All right, then we have a tag team match play of the Miztourage versus Balor and Rollins. Naturally, the Miztourage loses. As Rollins super kicks Dallas, hits Curtis Axel with a curb stomp, then takes out Dallas at ringside as Balor hits a coup de grace on Axel for the win.
Woo!
So the Miztourage are going to get 5 points each for showing up.
Any moves?
Nope. 5 points each for showing up. That's all they get.
They're the Miztourage. They don't deserve moves.
Apparently not.
That's why you must join with the leader of worlds. Because then you will be worthy of moves.
Yeah, perhaps. And then Seth Rollins gets 15 points for being on the winning team. He gets 5 for competing as 20, and 3 moves is 23 points to Seth Rollins. He is 94, 04, and 3 is 107. Balor gets 20 for winning the match. He gets 5 for competing and 1 for the coup de grace. 26 points to Balor. 91 and 6 is 97 points to Balor.
That wasn't the main event, huh?
Nope. Following the match, Natalya is backstage with Ember Moon, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, and she attempts to give them a pep talk, and Ember and Nia drop some one-liners. They all then walk off, except Sasha and Bayley, who come face-to-face, before Bayley then walks off as well. So based on the ones who talked, I guess that's a promo to Natalya, Ember, and Nia. And Nia's right here, so I might as well do Nia. And Ember Moon. What? And then Sasha and Bayley will get a mini because they had a stare down. So 3 each to Sasha and Bayley. All right. And then we move on to our main event. It's a 10-woman tag team match.
Playa.
Featuring the aforementioned 5 women, Natalia, Ember Moon, Nia Jax, Bailey, and Sasha Banks, taking on the team of Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, and the Riot Squad.
Holla, holla, holla.
Correct. And the heels win this match by disqualification. As after a little bit of back and forth, the thing just degraded into a brawl. And the brawl ended with Mickie attempting to destroy Natalia's knee and Ronda Rousey coming out from the commentary booth and ripping Mickie James' arm out of its socket.
Fair.
So Ronda Rousey's going to get commentary points. Open that up.
I don't remember her being a commentary. She just walked down the stage.
Oh, she just came out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind then. My bad.
But I'll take him if you want to give him.
No, but thank you. In that case, we will give her some points later. So, in that case, we're going to give points to all these friggin' people.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, it's less than normal because DQ. So let's see. An unintentional DQ win and an unintentional DQ loss means no points awarded for that. Instead, we're just going to go with competition and main event. So that means that everybody...
Let's get 9 points.
Yeah. That's about right. Let me just check over here real quick.
Because main event is 4 and showing up and being in the match is 5.
Correct. I'm saying because a couple people had moves, so we're gonna have to accommodate for that. But
Well, yes.
we could safely do the heels first.
Okay.
So all the heels will get 9 points.
No moves?
No moves.
That's sucky.
I know it was Mickie doing drop kicks for a lot of the match, and she doesn't have a drop kick, so
She doesn't.
not that I saw. There was a little bit of the Riot Squad doing a little workaround as well, but again, no real moves. Heels did not put up a good fight here.
Well, they're heels, and Alexa can't wrestle because she's recovering. So
That is true.
Alexa
Anyway.
can't wrestle?
Alexa had some type of an thus far unidentified minor cosmetic surgery. So for that night only, she was unable to actively compete, which is why she stood on the apron and did nothing the whole match.
Let's see.
Yeah, rumors have raged as to what she had from a nose thing because she's had some nasal issues in the past to a boob job. So who knows?
she's broken her nose multiple times. So they think it might be she might finally be getting that corrective surgery she probably needs from having multiple broken noses.
Yeah. Anyway.
Kind of like what John Cena had when knees to faces was a thing.
Yep. Anyway, so yes, all the heels are going to get 9 points. So that would be Alexa Bliss. It's Mickie James. And that's the members of the Riot Squad. Would be Riot. 1. And Sarah Logan. It's 21.
Would not all the members of the heel team, aside from Mickie James, get points for being on the winning team? Since they technically won the match.
No. We
Why
don't
not?
do that. Because we don't do it that way.
Well, what do you mean?
Because the points for being on the winning team are part of the points for winning the match. They're not separate.
So DQ means nobody on the team gets points?
Exactly. That's what he said before you even started
Yep.
scoring.
They get the competition points, and they get points for being in the main event. But because technically, well, actually,
because the person who wins the match still gets victory points, so that's kind of not fair.
no, they
Because the
don't.
person who wins the match, the person who wins the match would still get the victory points for winning the main event itself, not the match, but the main event.
But there was no winner; it was a DQ.
Technically, it would be Mickie James because she's the one that got assaulted and got DQ'd on. She was the legal woman. The winner's always the legal person. So technically, Mickie should get victory points for the main event, not for the match. That goes away because it was a DQ win, but she would still get points for the main event, which we've established before. Ergo, I would think everyone else would get points for being on the winning team, since technically they were on the winning team.
They were, but winning team points are the same as victory of match points. There's no winning team for main event points. It's not a thing. I will give Mickie that 5 points because you are correct about that.
See, I think that's kind of unfair that it's only the legal person is the only one that gets points in a DQ situation. I'm like, come on, no, they were on the winning team.
That's how that works because it's only main event points, and so therefore she gets points for winning the quote unquote winning the main event. If you think that's unfair, I can take Mickey's 5 points away. But unfortunately, because the winning team points are intricately tied into and part of the match victory points, the lack of match victory points negates with the winning team points inherently.
Well, I can't make the decision because I'm biased, but I still think it's not fair. I think the people on the winning team should get something because they were on the winning team.
They're on the winning team, but the entire point of them getting no points for a DQ is because they did not put in any effort. They did not do anything to cause the victory. Therefore, they don't get victory points because they do not deserve, because they did nothing to earn the victory. Ronda Rousey came down and handed them the victory. They did nothing to earn the victory, so why should they get points for it?
Because it still goes down the record books as a win, and they were on that team. That's what I'm saying. It makes sense that the person that physically got DQ'd, i.e. Mickie James, it makes sense that she would not get the full points for that because, as you pointed, because, again, it was a DQ, so therefore she didn't actually do anything to get DQ'd. But everybody else, I don't know, I just feel it's unfair to take away all their points just because of that DQ. I think they should get something is all I'm saying. I'm not saying give them the full points. I think they should get something because they were on the winning team. That's all I'm saying.
It's never been an issue before, though.
But we've never had this situation before when it was on a tag team that I can recall. It's always been one-on-one matches, which is why it's never been an issue because it's obvious there's only one competitor, and obviously he or she is not going to be getting the full points. That's never been an issue. When you're dealing with a team, you're taking the points away from everybody, and I'm just like, I don't know that that's completely fair. That's all I'm saying. But then again, I guess if it wasn't the main event, I guess nobody would get points. I don't know. It's weird. Because if it's not the main event, then yeah, nobody gets points. But
if it's not the main event, regardless, everybody would get 5 points for participating, regardless.
Yes.
Everybody is getting 9 because of participation in a match and in the main event.
Yes.
So regardless of whether it's a main event or not, the points are the same. Everybody is on even footing point-wise, and then Mickie gets a little bit more I'm willing to give because she was the one who was the legal person upon the DQ. However, the team, they did not do anything to earn that victory. They were not instrumental in the victory. They were not actively involved in the victory. Therefore, they do not deserve any victory points.
I suppose. I think it's a weird circumstance, I suppose.
Well, Tiff needs to sleep, and I don't have time to sit here and debate it for 30 minutes. So if you want to talk about it later for future instances, fine, but we're not dealing with it right now.
Fine, asshole.
Anyway.
Why
Meanwhile,
is he because he won't discuss it at this point?
No, because of how he's handling it and the way he's going about it.
What if this was a team like in real life, and this was you and somebody else on like a, I don't know, doing something, and your team got disqualified? Wouldn't you not get any points?
Yeah.
Well, then there you go, right?
Right, but that's not why I'm calling him an asshole. Just because he's being an asshole about it, that's why I'm calling him an asshole, not because of the facts or whatever.
I don't think he's being an asshole. He's saying that I need to leave. I need to get some sleep. I mean, hey, I can leave in the middle right now if you want to. And like then you guys can discuss it. But I really personally I don't think he's being an asshole about it. He just doesn't want to discuss it for 30 minutes. Unfortunately, when I'm sitting here doing this right now, we could be continuing right now.
But whatever, just continue. Or he can just sit there in silence. That's his choice.
Well, really, what he's doing is not sitting there in silence. He's waiting for you and I to stop discussing.
I said, go ahead and continue.
So you need to stop being a little Miss Priss about a couple of things and just sit back and relax. Take a chill pill or go pound sand. I really don't care. Please, Jim, continue if you can hear me.
Anyway, for the face team, we're going to go ahead and start off with Becky and Sasha, who are each going to get the 9 points. Sorry, Bailey, not Becky. What am I talking about? That's the wrong show. Bailey and Sasha. And then we are also going to give 5 points over to, so I'd say the 9 points rather, over to Natalia. Natalia did also not have any moves in this match, unfortunately.
I think it's a good thing considering you're already up there anyway.
True. And then the last two are Ember Moon and Nia Jax, who each hit 2 points. So each of them will get 11 points. And Ember Moon. Okay. And then, of course, Ronda Rousey is going to get interference points at 6. And 1 for an armbar is 7 points to Ronda Rousey. Okay. Ronda helps Natalia to the back behind the curtain as we go off the air, and thus endeth Monday Night Raw. Let's take a look at the scores.
Let me see.
You got it, Tiff?
Hitting way too many buttons here.
Don't hit so many buttons.
Easy for you to say.
Hmm?
Easy for you to say?
Okay.
Do I need to speak slower so you can understand?
No, because then he'll just gym you.
You good, Tiff?
Yeah, I told
Yeah,
you.
I'm good.
All
He's not
right.
gymming. He's good.
Score stand as follows. I'm in the lead at 1233. And second at 968 is the Glorious guys over there. And then third at 833 is the Legit Rowdy Architects.
968.
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't know what I did over here, but I'm missing about 7 points.
Oops.
I'll find it later.
All right. 4, what was this? 23rd. Okay.
$968, $12.32, and $8.66.
It's
No,
$12.33.
$8.33.
It's $12.33, not $12.32.
Huh.
Hang on. Notice 1233 and 833. Huh, both at 33. That's fun. Okay. The Smack is down. Comes from the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky. Yes, that is the actual name of the arena.
Of course.
His finger looking good. All right, we open up with another Bruno Sammartino Memorial graphic.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the superstars on SmackDown need to be told about this too.
Yep. Fans chant his name. Commentators welcome us, and we open up with our inaugural SmackDown episode of Miz TV. Did anybody watch SmackDown?
Nope.
Okay. So The Miz comes out, gets on a mic, declares that the A-lister has returned to SmackDown, and that it is now once again the A show. He says all he's missing is his Intercontinental title, but he'll get that back at the Greatest Royal Rumble on Friday. And he talks about how he elevated that title, and then talks some shit about Daniel Bryan and calls him out. But instead of Daniel Bryan, he gets Big Cass. Cass comes out, says it looks like The Miz needs a guest, so here he is. He says no one gives a damn about Daniel Bryan. He starts talking about his own road to returning to the ring after his major knee injury. Miz and Cass exchange words, and then Cass continues trashing Daniel Bryan, saying that he's tall, educated, and good-looking, which makes him valuable in the WWE, and he's going to beat Bryan and retire him. And he then mocks the yes chants. Yes, yes, yes.
So they are working together?
Apparently, I don't think Miz is consciously making that decision, but it would seem so. So that's a promo to Big Cass and The Miz. Da Miz.
Miz.
And Big Cass. Who really still needs a team, by the way.
Or he's just going to go solo.
No, I mean, he needs a team whose roster to be on for our fantasy league.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
We kind of never did that. We were going to talk to Tiff, and then nobody ever made a decision about that.
Fair.
Why does Cass get 17?
Because he had 12 and he got 5 points for the promo.
Where was I? Because he was sitting at 0 the last I seen.
You weren't here last week.
Accurate.
I must have missed that when I was during the
Yes, Big Cass got some points.
okay.
In fact, he got points for the last 2 weeks for interfering in matches. Is where he got that.
Okay.
All right.
We're good now.
Coolio. Next up, Asuka and Becky are getting ready for their match. We then cut to Daniel Bryan, who is laying in the backstage area on the ground, explaining why he didn't come out from his TV, and he's clutching his arm and selling an injury. The referees check on him and call for help. That's going to be 3 points for Daniel Bryan showing his face.
And help comes in the form of Becky Lynch and Asuka.
Okay.
They were there. They kind of showed, they're like, the hell's going on? And they kind of looked down at him as he was being looked at. So they kind of appeared.
Fair enough.
I don't know if they get appearance points for that or what, but they were there.
Now just get ready for their match because they're going to get match points, so they have enough points for the night. Next up, the Iconics come out, grab the microphones, and they talk about how good they look on the big screen. And they talk some shit about Becky and Asuka, saying that they are the past and that the Iconics are the future. And Asuka and Becky, they come out for a tag team match by us. So first promo to the Iconics. It's Peyton Royce. And Billy Kay. I remembered. That's 29. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the tag team match play, which the Iconics win via Billy Kay pinning Becky Lynch with her feet on the ropes.
Oh.
Yeah, a little dirty tactics by the Iconics here. That's fair.
No, it's not. That's why it's called dirty.
True. But it's fair. But it's fair that heels would use dirty tactics. Anywho, so we will do the losing heels first. So Asuka, as far as I've written here, didn't do much. She did clean house at one point, but I don't see any indication of her doing any of her actual moves, which does surprise me. But excuse me. So Asuka gets 5. You know, I'm gonna give Asuka 1 because I'd be shocked if one of the moves in there wasn't her hip attack. She always does the hip attack, so I'm gonna give 6 points to Asuka. Okay. And then Becky is going to also get 5 points, and 2 woos is 7 points to Becky. That's 11 for Becky. All right. And then the Iconics. It looks like Billy got the pinfall via the dirty pin. Apparently, these ladies did not hit any moves either. Just for shoving people around and some dirty pins. So, Peyton Royce will get 15 points for being on the winning team and 5 for competing, is 20 points to Peyton Royce. We're at 43. And then Billy Kay will get 20 for competing. I should say 20 for winning, 5 for competing, is 25 points to Billy Kay. Is 54. Yeah. Okay. The ladies celebrate their win as they retreat. Meanwhile, cut to AJ Styles, who steps out of Shane McMahon's office and speaks to Renee Young, talking about how he looks forward to Friday's Greatest Royal Rumble and that he just learned of a 6-man tag match happening later tonight, indicating that he has booked Nakamura and Rusev Day against himself and 2 partners of his choosing. And before leaving, AJ indicates that his partners tonight will, in fact, be Too Sweet. Promo to AJ Styles. Llama. Anyway.
WWE needs to trademark the name now that it's not being used anymore.
Yeah.
Take it now before it's too late, Vince.
Okay.
Well, they stopped using it like a few months ago
Mhm.
because they broke up.
Oh. Missed that.
Who did?
Yeah, there's a war between Cody and fucking Kenny right now. And Kenny's like on another team.
Oh.
Cody's like, we're not using that name anymore because fuck that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I'm like, take it now. Take it from them since they're not using it. Go talk to like fucking ROH and take it from them. And then JPW.
It seems unlikely they would allow that. Anyway. So we got to Tom Phillips, who promotes the Greatest Royal Rumble. Then we got to the back to the Usos and Naomi. Jimmy makes Naomi promise not to come out during one of his matches again, but she does not agree to this, saying that she saw nothing in Rowan and Harper's eyes last week and has a very bad feeling about this. Naomi then apologizes. She was rehearsing for her role in the next Star Wars movie. But no, nobody.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Naomi, don't say that again if you're going to be a face.
No, she didn't actually say that.
Oh,
that was a joke. I said that.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, she did say. I mean, she did say that she does have a bad feeling about this. I made the Star Wars joke.
Fair.
Anyway,
then I will allow it.
Yeah. Anyway, the Usos say they're going to get the tag titles back and tell her not to worry about it.
No, you're not.
Promo to the Usos and Naomi. That was 40 and 39 and 5 points to Naomi. It's going to be 41. Okay. Next up, there's a Make-A-Wish promo video, and some Make-A-Wish people are in the front row, so good for them. Hope they enjoy the show. And then we have a one-on-one match between Eric Rowan, or just Rowan, as I guess he's now known, and Jimmy Uso.
Jama.
And to proceed to have a match, which does not go well for Jimmy Uso until near the end when Naomi's music hits and the light show kicks on and she dances on the ramp, distracting Rowan and the referee long enough for Jay to attack Rowan from behind, which distracts him enough for Jimmy to roll him up and win the match.
Dirty pool.
My sentiments exactly.
What?
Dirty pool.
Pretty cool.
Dirty pool. DIRTYPOOL.
Dirty pool?
Yes.
And once again, I say,
My sentiments exactly.
She came out and distracted.
Yes.
I lost.
The dirty point makes sense. Where does pool come in?
It's another expression. God.
So I don't speak freaky deaky Canadian. Anyway.
Anyone but me think that
Listen,
WWE should
New
just
York,
give
a cornucopia, a phrase, it means something.
Does anyone but me think WWE should just give Naomi a poll and be done with it? Oh, that's right. You didn't actually see her thing. I actually saw that. I'm like, dude, just give her a poll at this point. Like, seriously, just give her a damn poll.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Jim? Did you see what she did, her dance?
I did not.
I'm the only one that actually saw it. Yeah.
I did not either.
I face palmed. I was like, God damn it, just give her a goddamn poll at this point. You're giving her glow in the dark shit and fucking flashing lights with that kind of a dance. Give her a goddamn poll. That's all you need. That's the only thing missing from this.
Fair. Anywho, so we're going to go ahead and do this. First of all, Jimmy and Naomi are both going to get interference points.
You mean Jay?
And Jay are both going to get interference points. Thank you.
Jimmy was in the match.
Right. So Jay and Naomi are going to get interference points. So that's 6 points to Naomi. Puts her at 47. And then Jay Uso will get 6 interference points. Puts him at 46. Okay. Then Jimmy is going to get 20 points for winning a match, 5 for competing, and 1 move is 26 points to Jimmy Uso.
Did you want to do the Bludgeon Brothers first, since they lost?
I'm already on an Uso kick. Let's just do it.
Yeah, all right.
It's 40, it's 59, and 6 is 65. No, wait.
65.
And it's 65? Okay, cool.
I'll take 365
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
You still get top 10 status, though.
for now. Jima!
Meanwhile, I don't think Harper was even there, was he?
Was it just Rowan on his own?
No, Jay. Oh, no,
Does it
Jay.
say that?
Oh, no. Sorry, I
Does it
see.
say that?
No, I see what happened here. When Jay came out, he attacked Harper. He didn't attack Rowan, who was legal. He attacked Harper, which distracted Rowan and allowed him to get rolled up.
Yeah.
So Harper wasn't.
Yeah, he didn't do anything, though, so he doesn't get points.
Well, he gets accompaniment.
Yes. He does not get interference.
Trying to take my
God's
points
that
away,
right.
even if it is 5 points.
Yeah, well, Luke Harper gets his accompaniment, which is 5 points. So he goes 40. And then
Rowan.
And then, Eric Rowan will get 5 points for being in a match. And that's about it.
Oh, he didn't do any moves?
Not really.
Fair. You got jobbed out.
Yep. I mean, he threw Jimmy off the top all the way out to the floor. That was like the thing. And he did hit a big clothesline, but not really a move, so.
Right, because it's Harper with the discus clothesline, right?
Correct. Harper's finisher is the discus clothesline.
Fair.
Anyway, after this, the Usos and Naomi run up the ramp celebrating the win, and the Bludgeon Brothers stare at them very unhappily.
Wonder why.
Indeed. Next, we come back to Renee Young, who is in the ring with a table, and proceeds to introduce the women's champion, Carmella, who's going to come out for a contract signing between herself and Charlotte for the women's title match at Backlash.
Renee, get the table.
Yeah, so Carmella takes the mic saying it's unacceptable for the champion to be introduced before the challenger, and begins cutting a promo on Charlotte, then introducing a video package about her win, then playing it again and admonishing the fans for not respecting her. She says she's going to play the video over and over until they get it right, but then Charlotte interrupts, comes out, sits down, signs the contract first, and exchanges some words with Carmella. They get in each other's faces, and it appears Carmella has not signed the contract yet, which leads to Charlotte slamming Carmella's face on the table, then throwing the table on top of her.
So right now we don't have a title match.
Charlotte then walks off as Carmella scrambles to her feet with the title belt.
So we do not have a title match.
Yeah, that's what it appears. So that is a promo to Carmella.
Also, how can they call this a contract signing? Because usually with a contract signing, a person of authority moderates it. I didn't hear you say Paige or Shane was out there.
Nope, they tasked Renee with the job.
But she's not a person of authority, therefore it would not have been an actual legal contract signing anyway, because no person of authority was there.
Well, technically it is, as long as one of those two people of authority has pre-signed the contract.
Okay.
It could be, as long as Shane Page has signed the contract, it's legal. Assuming the two ladies sign it. But anyway, Charlotte's going to get a promo and an assault.
And a weapon use because she threw the table on Carmella?
Technically, yes. So that's going to be 5, 4, and 3 is going to be 12 points to Charlotte. That's 63. Okay. And top 10 for Charlotte. How about that?
Yay.
All right.
And the champ.
Meanwhile, I already gave Carmella points, didn't I?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I didn't hear
I gave her promo points, which is all she deserved.
Okay, fair.
Cut to the back. Dasha Fuentes knocks on Shinsuke Nakamura's locker room door.
No, I'll speak English.
Wayne English answers the door and says no interviews. So I'm going to give a mini to Aiden English for that. I'm not even going to give a full. Rolling along, we cut to the ring, where Shelton Benjamin comes out for a match. Jeff Hardy's music hits, and he heads out toward the ring. But halfway through his music cuts, Randy Orton's music hits, and Randy comes in to wrestle the match instead.
Okay then, fuck you, Randy.
Because turnabout is fair play.
Fuck you, Randy. Steal
I
my
thought Randy
match
wasn't
points.
even here.
Why would you
What's
do that?
I thought at the beginning of this we had mentioned that it was in St. Louis as Randy Orton's hometown
No, that was
and everything, and he wasn't even there.
no, that was Raw. This is
Okay.
SmackDown, which is taking place in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
It's two different shows. They're in different places. They could do that.
Well, sometimes they have two different shows in the same place.
Yes, normally if it's like WrestleMania weekend or something, they will do that, but not usually.
Yeah, if it's the week after a pay-per-view, they will, especially now since all the superstars have to be in the same place for the pay-per-view. It makes sense it'd be all in the same place.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
Yes, boss.
It's 1 a.m.
Sorry. Okay. So, Shelton Benjamin wins this match
Yay! Fuck you,
Via
Randy.
via the pay dirt.
Damn right.
Yes.
Even if Jeff was in the match, he would have gotten all the match points anyway, depending on who won.
So, yeah, so first off, Shelton Benjamin was able to win this match because a masked man ran in and attacked Jeff Hardy at ringside.
Huh?
A masked man attacked Jeff Hardy at ringside, then jumped in the ring, but the masked man did not get far before Randy Orton grabbed him and ripped his mask off to reveal that he was Sunil Singh.
Okay then.
Orton then RKO'd Sunil Singh, but got grabbed and hit with a pay dirt from behind while he was dealing with that.
Why did Sunil slide in the ring? What was the point of that?
Presumably he was going to attack Randy Orton.
Which still makes no sense because Randy Orton has nothing to do with the U.S. title.
He did.
He does Bobby Orton, apparently.
But he has nothing. He had nothing to do
Anyway.
with the current story of it because he wasn't involved in that match. It was a one-on-one match, so there was literally no point to assault Randy Orton.
Oh, Randy Orton was the previous champion that Jinder won it off of.
So
He doesn't like Randy Orton.
I don't like him either. But that's not the point.
Well, the point is he told Sunil to go and attack people he doesn't like.
Like a dumb
That-
shit.
Yeah, well, that happens. Anyway, so Sunil Singh is going to get interference points. Start off with that. It's going to put him in an even 30. And then, what else we got here? It's Jeff Hardy.
For commentary points.
He was at ringside. Yeah, sure. We'll give him the equivalent. What the hell? I'm okay with that. Jeff Hardy will get 5 points for being at ringside. All right. And then Randy Orton did not win this match. So Randy Orton is going to get 5 points for being in a match, and 2 moves is 7 points to Randy Orton.
Thank you, Sunil.
$53. And then Shelton Benjamin is going to get 20 points for winning a match. 5 for being in a match is 25. And then Shelton actually, mostly reversals of RKOs, but Shelton had 10 move points. So 35 points to Shelton. How about that? 45, that's 47 points for Shelton. All right. Next up, we cut to the backstage area where the New Day is about to feast on pancakes and cereal.
New
Again.
Day rocks.
New Day rocks. They promote their new Book of Booty, available now wherever fine books are sold.
Oh, that's a thing. I have the New Day now, huh?
Yes, you do.
That means I can wear my up, down, down shirt now.
You can. That's allowed.
I may have to do that at one point.
Indeed. So the Book of Booty is now on sale. It'll teach you how to not be booty. They are interrupted by the Bar, who walk in talking about winning the tag titles on Friday. Sheamus added that they have no competition on SmackDown, and then New Day tells them to get lost, and then mocks their "We Are the Bar" catchphrase.
Okay,
that's a promo to everybody in the New Day and the Bar. No, alphabetical order. That would be Big E, and that would be Cesaro.
Kofi.
Yep. And that would be Kofi. Yep.
Cesaro.
Yes.
Sheamus.
And
Xavier Woods, PhD.
Yep. Okay, that's everybody in that promo. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Styles is warming up when the Good Brothers walk in. They all hug, and AJ tells them that this is where they all need to be. Promo to AJ. And Minnie.
Congratulations, AJ. You've hired the bottom of the mid card.
Yep. Anyway, where the hell was I? So, Carl Anderson. We'll get, I don't know. I guess I'll give it to Minnie. I don't think they said anything, so.
Fair.
I'm going to give him a Minnie and I'm save to Luke Gallows.
And just go the full points to AJ?
I did already.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, he's alive.
He walks out of the trainer's office, where he has been rehabilitated from earlier in the evening, and he runs into Renee Young, who asks him how he's feeling. He says he's going to be fine for the Greatest Royal Rumble on Friday, and that Big Cass is a coward for attacking him from behind earlier. He adds that he talked to Paige, and she's going to give him a shot at Big Cass, and he adds that it doesn't matter how big you are if you're on the mat with him tapping out.
He has a point.
Promo to Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. Yes.
Also, you don't own that shirt. You're a failure.
Yeah, well, we started this after he retired. It kind of didn't exist when we started this.
They were still selling it like hotcakes. What are you talking about?
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I need to go get that shirt.
It's always been on .com. They never stopped selling it. Anyway, we go to the ring for the main event, which is the Club taking on Shinsuke and Rusev Day.
Can I make a request?
Sure.
Can we add a move to Shinsuke's move list? Because I don't think it's actually on his Wikipedia, but it should be.
The low blow.
The low blow. Since he kind of does it every fucking time he sees AJ Styles.
Yeah, at this point, I think we probably should. What do you think, Tiff?
What was it again?
The low blow.
Arm to ball sack.
A lot of people do it, so probably not.
Not really. No one really does it, and it's like a specific move that he does every time he sees AJ Styles. It's kind of his heel signature move at this point. I would say not retroactively.
He may do it every single time to AJ Styles. However, I think I recall Kevin Owens doing it to somebody.
Yeah, if they do it once, we don't add it, but literally since WrestleMania, he's done it like every fucking week. Without fail. He's just like, boom.
And what did you say, Jim?
It's up to Jim.
I didn't say anything.
No, I mean, as in your opinion.
He agreed.
Given how frequently he's doing it, I do think it, at least for the time being, while he's in this heel run, I think it is worth counting, even if it's not officially on the list, because he is doing it quite a bit. And he did damn near win the match at Greatest Royal Rumble with it.
I think it's a cheap move, but I mean, it's you two both agree with it. I'm only one person, so.
It's a cheap move, but it's been used as a signature before. It was one of Ric Flair's for years.
I mean, for heaven's sake, the Shattered Dreams is still to this day one of Goldust's finishing moves. He just doesn't use it a lot. And it's a kick to the balls, so.
Whatever.
I'm surprised they let him use it. Oh, when you said he pulled it out, I was like, wait, what? He did what? Because it's been banned. That's right, kids. Kicking turnbuckle pads is bad.
Yep.
I will let Jim make the final call on this since he is the host and the current proprietor of the document.
Jeff has a document too.
True. But you have like the official document. You have the main one.
Tiff, he's invalidating your document. Are you going to take that?
I have the same one he does.
Not really, but okay.
What, the same document?
Yeah, because you're not here every week, so like consistently, his is the one that's the most up to date and to a degree accurate until you actually get doing. Even when you do it, sometimes it's not accurate.
I go through the recording and re-update the scores here.
Whatever. My point is, Jim makes the final call. Go. We're wasting time.
Okay.
And Jim is just going to go silent again.
Well, perhaps maybe he's thinking. You asked him to make a decision, and now you're trying to rush him at it.
Fair. Oh, it's all gone silent over there.
Maybe his headset's not working again.
That is also a strong possibility. Jim, is your headset working?
My headset's working fine. I was just trying to get rid of my hiccups. I apologize.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
Anywho, so are we giving him blow point? What is the ruling?
I said you make the final call.
And is Tiff's document valid? Did we confirm that?
I kind of did, but he's saying no, but...
I said that wasn't the point. The point was I wanted you to make the final call. It wasn't to confirm validity of any document.
And
No, that's not what you said.
Did it?
You said he had them. You said he has a document most of the time, and
You both have document.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I said, but you didn't agree. So
all right,
I just did.
Enough. I'm making a ruling here because he is frequently using it as a maneuver. I'm going to, for at least the time being, I'm going to. I'm not going to retroactively give anything, but I will, for the time being, count it as a move for Shinsuke, and I will evaluate that on a week-by-week basis to determine if and when that will be discontinued.
My guess, after his feud with AJ ends.
That seems likely, but we'll find out. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and do this.
And for all we know, it stays as a signature heel move.
Right. Anyway, so the heels won, so we're going to do the faces first for this match.
Right.
Close this out. All right. So, kind of an interesting match development. AJ didn't do anything except get beat up.
Damn it, AJ.
That's pretty much all that happened. So AJ and Carl Anderson are both going to get themselves 5 points for being in this match, and 4 points for being in the main event is 9 points to each of those gentlemen.
Damn it, AJ.
AJ at 69. And the top 10 for AJ.
Hey.
For now. And then Carl Anderson is also going to get himself 9 points.
Mr. Anderson.
That's 17. All right. Meanwhile, Luke Gallows got one move. So therefore, Luke Gallows is going to get 10 points. That's going to put him at 18. Okay. On the heel team, Aiden English is going to get 15 points for being on the winning team. He's going to get 5 for competing. is 20, and he's going to get 4 for being in the main event. It's 24 points to Aiden English.
Rusev Day.
Yes. 55 and 4 is 59. All right, then Rusev Day is also going to get 50 points for being on the winning team. He's also going to get 5 for competing, is 20. He's also going to get 4 for being in the main event, is 24. And his one move is going to be 25 points to Rusev.
Rusev Machka.
And 5 is 63. And lastly here, Shinsuke Nakamura is going to get 20 points for winning this match. He's going to get 5 for being in this match, is 25. He's going to get another 9 for being in winning the main event, is 34. And he's going to get 2 moves, it's 36 points to Shinsuke Nakamura. Is 56 and 6 is 62. Boop.
Also of note, new entrance and theme song for Shinsuke Nakamura.
Indeed.
Which is actually pretty good if you haven't heard it. It is Japanese rap with his current theme song.
Yes.
But I like his old theme song, but I actually like this version of his theme song. The music part of it, not the rap.
Meanwhile, post-match, AJ attacks Nakamura. So that's a post-match assault for AJ. I'm going to put him at 73. Nakamura comes back with a low blow, which is going to be an additional point to him. Because I was not counting that before in my total, so Shinsuke will get a low blow point. Boop. And then he goes for a Kinshasa, but Carl Anderson intercepts it, so he gets hit with a Kinshasa. And Nakamura then retreats to the back as AJ watches on.
So Nakamura gets another point for the Kinshasa.
I counted that in his original move points.
Fair.
So he's fine. And thus ended SmackDown.
Did you count the attempted interview at the top of the ramp? I think that happened this week, didn't it?
No, that was the week before.
They came out.
We counted that last week.
Okay, I don't remember that being last week, but fair enough.
It was last week, trust me.
No, speak English.
Yeah, that was last week. Anyway, and the SmackDown. Let's go ahead and check the scores. All right. So at 1290, in the lead is still me, the Woken Warriors. In second at 1176 is the Glorious Guys, and in third is the Legit Rowdy Architects at 944. Okay. And with that, we go over to the 205 Live.
Mm-hmm. Where we find out who's going to face Cedric Alexander on Friday. Well, in Saudi Arabia.
Spoilers, it was Kalisto. All right. We open up with Drake Maverick, who reveals the 5 competitors in this evening's gauntlet. They include Kalisto, TJP, Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, and Mustafa Ali.
Well, we know who won.
Indeed. So, a lottery was held to determine the order of the entrants in the gauntlet match. And we all make note that we're only having this because Buddy Murphy didn't make weight, couldn't compete in the damn match. Sucks to be him.
Fuck you, WWE.
Yep. Anywho, our opening match of the gauntlet, the entire night is this gauntlet, by the way.
Really?
So get used to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the opening match of the gauntlet is Mustafa Ali versus TJP.
Well, of course, get all my points out of the way first.
Yep. Which Mustafa Ali wins that fall via an 054. Though not without taking significant damage to his knee first. via several kicks and a knee bar.
Let me guess. Kalisto was the last man to come out for the gauntlet.
Yes, he was.
I call bullshit. But anyway, continue.
Clap. All right, says Mustafa Ali defeats TJP in the first match.
Fair.
So TJP will get 5 points for competing, and 1 move for the aforementioned knee bar is 6 points to TJP. His first points of the season, by the way.
Really?
Indeed.
Huh.
All right. So it's worth noting that mid-match we go to a split screen where Cedric Alexander is interviewed by Naja Fuentes, and he says that Murphy's loss is a big opportunity for the rest of the roster, but it's the age of Alexander, and he'll be ready in Jeddah for whoever emerges as the number 1 contender.
Fair.
Promo to Cedric. All right.
Then over to Mustafa Ali.
Yep, Mustafa Ali's going to get 20 points for winning a match, 5 for competing, is 25, and 2 moves is 27 points to Ali. It's 56, and 7 is 63. Whoa, why'd that jump around?
Because your computer sucks.
Okay. Your computer sucks, so yeah. Anyway. So following that, we go to round 2, which is Mustafa Ali taking on Drew Gulak.
Okay.
And this match ends when Mustafa Ali passes out in the Gulak.
Aw.
He cannot respond to the referee, and therefore the referee has to stop the match.
Aw.
Yep. And Mustafa Woosley came for a while. Ali was hurting, and Gulak continued focusing on that injured knee that TJP started working on. Made it worse. Made it hard for him to do when he was flying. Managed to lock his... managed to break out of some submission holds, but was just getting beat down. Managed to counter at one point and hit a tornado DDT, went for an 054, but Gulak threw him off into the steps, which, needless to say, hurt quite a bit and left him vulnerable for the aforementioned Gulak. So, Ali is going to get 5 points for being in this match, but did not sufficiently hit any moves. So that's another 5 points to Ali. Were you going to say something, Tiff? I'm sorry.
Yeah, he went from 36 to 63. Something went on over here. It sounded like you were cutting in and out, and I didn't get that.
Oh, for the first match, he got 20 for competing and 5 for winning was 25. And then he had 2 moves, was 27. So it was 36 plus 27.
Okay.
Which would be 46, 56, plus 7 is 63.
Okay.
Now he's at 68. Meanwhile, Drew Gulak is going to get 20 points for winning a match. He's going to get 5 for being in a match, 25. He's going to get 5 points worth of moves. Is 30 points to Gulak. And top 10 for Gulak. All right. So following this match, the next competitor out to challenge Drew Gulak is Tony Nese. And Tony Nese took control of the match pretty quickly and threw Gulak around, but he got a little too cocky, kid. He nailed Gulak with the running knee, so probably on the match won, but then he decided he was going to hit another one. So he threw Gulak back in the corner. Gulak moved out of the way this time, and then played a little possum and threw his ass at the Gulak. So Tony Nese with a loss via the Gulak. Because of his own fucking arrogance. Good job, Tony Nese. You have done that yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Who even has Tony Nese? Oh, it's Tiff. Sorry, Tiff. Well,
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Tony Nese will get 5 points for competing, and he did have one move for the running Nese that he's effectively hit, so 6 points will go to Tony Nese.
So basically, 205 Live is mostly you.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm trying to say something, yeah. Isn't this like some kind of specialty match because they keep going and going and going?
That's a good question. I mean, it's a gauntlet, but it's a gauntlet, but it's really just consisting of a bunch of interconnected matches.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Unless you really wanted me to turn around and give Drew Gulak 3 matches worth of specialty points.
No, not at all. No.
No. You don't need any more points.
That's what I thought.
No.
Anyway, Drew Gulak is going to get another 20 points for winning another match. He's going to get another 5 for competing in another match. And he's going to get, I think I already counted the Gulak he used in that match in the previous move count points, so I'm not even going to worry about it. So I'm just going to give 25 points to Gulak.
You counted the Gulak in the last match, but you didn't count it in this one against Tony Nese.
What I'm saying is, I think the Gulak for this match was already counted in the move point total in the previous match when I was writing it.
Okay.
I think I already gave him the point for this Gulak, so I'm not going to worry about it. Again, I don't need that many points. Gulak comes in at 100. And Gulak advances to the main event, where he takes on Kalisto to determine the number 1 contender for the Cruiserweight title at the Greatest Royal Rumble. And Kalisto and Drew's getting a little tired after all this, so Kalisto takes control pretty easily. Throws some drop kicks, some strikes. Goes for a suicide dive, but Gulak dodges out of the way. Kalisto just throws himself into the barricade. When it split screen for a second, as Dacha asks Tony Nese how he's going to rebound from this loss, and he just sees for a moment and walks off without saying anything.
How am I going to rebound? I get to do something. I get an opportunity that Drew Gulak doesn't. I get a free ticket to Jeddah. Because, that was a thing.
Oh, yeah, he would. Wait, no, him and Gulak were both in the Rumble.
Gulak was in there?
Gulak was in the Rumble.
I remember Gulak.
I remember Gulak. He was there.
Fair enough. Like he needs more points, motherfucker.
I know. Well, anyway, I give 3 points to Tony Nese for having an interview in which he didn't say anything.
Okay.
Back at the action, Gulak is trying to work over Kalisto, but can't seem to lock the Gulak in. Kalisto follows up with a super kick, then a head scissor takedown. Drew manages to roll through a DDT attempt and go for the Gulak again, but can't quite cinch it in. And when he stands up, Kalisto throws him face first into the turnbuckle and Salida del Sol. Resulting in Kalisto becoming the number 1 contender.
I'm very surprised Team Japan didn't interfere.
I know. You would think. But anyway.
Come on, Kenta, you had one job.
Yeah, well.
I guess they have an angry old man to deal with, though.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fucking old man, retire already.
Yeah. So, Gulak will get 5 points for being in this match and 4 for being in the main event. Is 9 more points to Drew Gulak. And he did not have any moves in this one, so that's all he's going to get. Kalisto is going to get 20 points for winning a match. He's going to get 9 for being in and winning the main event. Is 29. He's going to get 5 for competing. Is 34. And he's going to get 5 move points. Is 39 points to Kalisto. Not too far. Where is he? Yeah. He is 68, and then 9. 77, Tiff?
There's 29 points, correct?
No. 29 plus 5 for competing is 34. And then moves was 5. So, no, it's 39. Which would put him at 68 plus 9, which should be 77.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And top 10 for Kalisto. And post-match, Grand Metal League and Lindsay Dorado run out for a confetti-filled literal Lucha house party. Minus the house.
Well, technically, the arena is their house.
No, technically it's Paige's house, but I guess I can crash it.
The
Not
house
205
that
Live.
they built.
Technically, 205 Live is Drake Maverick's house.
Yeah, but it's just Paige's house changed out with different ring ropes. They tape it after SmackDown.
Yeah, but she's the general manager of Raw. He's the general manager of 205 Live. Ergo, technically, it's not
She's
her
the
house.
general manager of SmackDown. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's what I thought I said. SmackDown.
Kurt
No, you said
Angle
Raw.
is a general.
Oh,
You said
I meant
Raw.
Yeah.
I meant SmackDown. Either way, she's the general manager. He's the general manager. It's technically his house.
Yeah,
Technically, it's Shane's house, but yeah,
I've never seen him competing in it, but fair enough.
he could.
He could, but he's not. Anyway,
Not that Paige can. Paige has never competed in SmackDown.
yes. Anyway, Grand Metal League and Lindsay Dorado are going to get 3 points each for showing their faces on TV. Well, as much as their faces as they can when they wear masks.
Hmm.
From Metal League, and Lindsay's down here. It's going to be a 29, and there we go. Let's go to the final scores. I'm sorry in advance.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not.
Of course I am. I
Stop
Stop
believe
being Robin Mike. Never do the sorry, not sorry. You're
no,
better.
I literally am. I want it to be even. Like I'm not mad that I'm winning, but I wish I wasn't winning by so much.
It's still pretty close between you and me.
Yeah, but now, I feel bad for Tiff because now she's
I do
eating
too.
from last season.
I do. too.
Anyway,
No, you don't, Jeff.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I do now. I didn't expect it to go that high. Jesus.
I'm at 13. I'm at 13.
You and I were pretty
now.
close.
Anyway, I'm at 13.99. That's the Woken Warriors. The Glorious guys are coming in over there with Jeff at 12.13, and Tiff's Legit Rowdy Architects are in at 9.59. So what were you in 12.13?
That's okay, though. She'll start getting a lot of points because after Backlash, I think that's when they're going to start really going into the Ronda Rousey story arc. So she'll be getting a lot of points for that.
We'll see. Here we go. Let's go to the leaderboards.
Okay, I think they're just marking time for Backlash.
And at the top of the leaderboards is still Jeff Hardy
Yeah.
at 143 points, followed by Drew Gulak off of his many cruiserweight matches at 109 points, just 2 points ahead of Seth freaking Rollins at 107. So he's got one of the top 3. How about that? I'm not number 1. Then coming in is Finn Balor at 97 points, just 1 point ahead of Carmella, the SmackDown Women's Champion, 96. Then tied is the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman, and the Woken One, Matt Hardy, at 89 points a pop. Followed by Bray Wyatt of the Woken Warriors at 86 points. Kalisto, the number one contender, the former number one contender to the Cruiserweight title as of after the event, 77 points. Running on the top 10 is AJ Styles at 73 points. But since technically there's a tie in there, we can count Ember Moon at 72 points as also being in the top 10.
Mm.
So there you go there.
Yeah.
I was getting very nervous because I got all these guys here, and because I have a bunch of these people up here for the most part, minus those two. But then you have all these people ready to merge right into the top 10 down here.
Yeah. And like I said, after Backlash, you know that's going to happen. After Backlash, first of all, Rousey's going to get pushed to the moon. They're finally going to start in with the Ember Moon stuff. They're probably going to finally start doing the D-Bry stuff with Miz because I think Big Cass is just the holdover until after Backlash so they could do the full-on D-Bry versus Miz feud. And then I don't know about Charlotte though. That might end with Backlash. That because I have a feeling Charlotte's not going to win, and she'll go into some feud with someone else. Maybe she'll like team with Becky or something. But that big feud is going to be over. So I don't see her getting a lot of points. And then of course Shinsuke is just going to consistently be getting points after points after points because that feud is never going to end.
Yeah.
And then they're probably going to start him with whatever they're going to do with Lashley, so he's going to rise in the ranks. And then I see the Iconics rising in the ranks because they're probably going to start pushing them to the moon. And Akam and Rezar, I see them getting pushed in the tag division. Like I see a lot of the newer Raw tag division people getting pushed to face the Woken Warriors. Like I see the fucking, like I said, Akam and Rezar like being like number one on the list for that. The Authors of Pain.
Yep, I can see it.
So things are going to happen and people are going to start getting pushed. This is just the post WrestleMania holding pattern until after the first pay-per-view.
Yep.
And I think the big reason for it is because of the Greatest Royal Rumble. They had to push shit for that. That's why they're just in a holding pattern right now.
I think you're right. The question we have to ask ourselves about the Authors of Pain is, are they going to become an effective Legion of Doom style tag team, or are they going to be the next Ascension?
I see them being pushed like the Bludgeon Brothers. They're just going to come out and destroy people.
Yeah, so did the Ascension for a while.
Yeah, but the difference is no one ever took the Ascension seriously once they hit the main roster.
Yeah.
But they look at the Authors of Pain, people are taking them seriously because they're not coming out looking like Legion of Doom ripoffs.
True.
Also, they can wrestle.
Right. Anyway, this has been the program, so we're going to close that right out. Bam. Where's my face? There I am. So, this has been another WWE Fantasy Log. I am still, as always, James Phoenix. Thank the two of you for joining me. And we will see you for a special video this Thursday where we will talk about the greatest Royal Rumble.
The not-so-greatest Royal Rumble.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it does, however, feature the greatest Royal Rumble entrance of all time.
Which one?
The greatest Rumble entrance of all time.
I don't remember which one you're talking about.
The literal greatest entrance to a Royal Rumble match of all time.
No, entrance to a
Titus.
Oh, that, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They must have replaced the ramp with a slip and slide. 80s pop culture reference.
Cool. They actually still make those.
I know.
Anyway, thank you two for joining me. As always, we'll see you Thursday. Now. Why do you give me Sheamus ones? No. There we go. That'll work.